Hello and welcome. This video is focused on Resident Evil 4, the remake, and I am going to show you how to get the S+ ranking on standard mode. That means a brand new playthrough, completed start to finish, all 16 chapters in 5 hours or less. I've done this challenge multiple times. I'm really familiar with the layout of the game, and one of the first things you'll notice is that Leon is wearing the chicken hat. The chicken hat can be obtained by completing the game start to finish with an S+ ranking in hardcore mode, which is the level slightly more difficult than this one. That gives you the chicken hat, and what the chicken hat does is it reduces all of the damage that Leon takes. So whether it's a fist, a knife, fire, or anything even more hideous, it reduces all the damage that he takes. So we're also going to skip through all of the cutscenes and all of the communication scenes because they form part of your playing time. And having done the game multiple times, what I can tell you, it's all about being strategic, planning your route, understanding your play style with what weapons you want to get and upgrade, and where you can make up time and lose time on different chapters. And what I will tell you is the first 5 or 6 chapters you want to aim for somewhere between 8 to 15 minutes per chapter to make sure that you can give yourself plenty of time for the longer chapters towards the end. Okay, time to head over the bridge. This is where we are going to come in contact with our first typewriter. Because we are starting a new game, there will be some additional things in the typewriter that we are able to pull out of the storage and place into our attaché case. So we're going to do that here in a second. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to add the additional knife, the handgun, and the Chicago sweeper. I'm actually going to put the SG-09, which is the gun you start with, back into storage, and I'm going to use these weapons. I'm going to change my attaché case to the additional drop rate for gunpowder, and then we're going to add these charms. It gives me 30% more crafting of handgun ammo and extra recovery from using green herbs. Okay, time to move forward to our next encounter. Now, playing it for the S+ ranking means we will not have time to engage in every battle, nor will we have the time to pick up every treasure. So we want to get as much as we can, as fast as we can, and in instances like this, we want to run and not engage. Ammo is precious, we don't want to lose it. I'm staying to the left-hand side to avoid bear traps. We're going to move away from the villager that's in that little shed and into the main village. Okay, when you get into the village, you're going to see a prompt for binoculars. We're going to ignore that and run to the left. You'll see a green herb just in front. We're going to grab that and keep going round to the left until we see this lady with a pitchfork. We're going to sneak up behind her with the R2, silently put her to sleep. Open this crate. And now we want to start the village fight. You can't get out of here until we've had the fight, and you can't clear it until you've killed enough villagers, so this is the fastest way to start that fight. It gets everybody coming after you, including the guy with the chainsaw. So that starts the fight. You'll see everybody coming. Now all we have to do is defend and kill as many villagers as we can. The number is somewhere around 20 villagers that we have to take out in standard mode. Top of these stairs there is a shotgun. We're going to grab that. Hand grenade. There's some ammo. I'm going to send this to storage. Dive through this window. And once they get a little bit close, we can create a little bit of distance, wait for them all to come running. Okay, once you've killed enough villagers, you will hear the church bell ring. Once you hear that bell, that means the villager attack has stopped. We can gather what we can and head out of there. So we have plenty of time on this chapter. So I'm going to stop to grab as much as I can. I'm actually going to throw this into storage to give myself some space. And head on. Again, you can do the battle entirely on the roof if you get lucky, but for me, you know, I like to kind of walk around, create a bit of a bottleneck by going back to where you start from. It's usually a little bit easier. And then for the remainder of this level, it's about getting through the rest of it. So we're going to check the buildings that we come to on the way heading out and just grab the resources that we can. If you look on the map, okay, it'll show you where the treasure is. We picked that one up. There's one here, but we can't get it. So we're just going to grab the treasures that are along the way. And in doing so, you know, it means that we're not giving up too much time, but we are trying to maximize, you know, what we can sell later on to the merchant. The more we can sell, the more upgrades. And on the standard level, and I do this regardless of the difficulty level, is I want to be able to get the most powerful weapon, which is the rocket launcher, for the boss fights. It's a great way of being able to get through, you know, what is the hardest part of the game, but they are expensive. They're 80,000 pesetas in this level, and so we need to make sure that we are getting as much of the treasures that are lying around as possible. In the beginning, you will find them on the map. And then to get a detailed map of all the treasure locations, you'll need to get that from the merchant. There is a treasure located here on this windmill. You must shoot it when it's at the very right or the very left. It'll become a pearl pendant. If you shoot it while it is in the middle, it'll drop into that mud and it'll become a dirty pendant, and it's worth a lot less on the buyback. So we're going to do that intentionally every time. We're going to run around this corner, grab the crates that we can. Head into this building, and there will be a tripwire just around this corner. And I'm going to duck down under the tripwire, come back up. There's a yellow herb just around here. We're going to grab that as well. We're going to head up this ladder. First major puzzle, we have to find ourselves a missing cog. And the route I always take is to go to the left. There's a door here. There's a little drop off. Down here we're going to find ourselves a couple of additional barrels and another piece of treasure. So again, not taking time out of our run, but gathering as much as possible. Once we get through this door, which we have to kick in, we have to be quick. Straight ahead is a drawer. There's a barrel. And then on this table, there's the wooden cog. And as soon as we get close to the door, that's a brute, one of the big villagers busting through the door. We got some ammo in this cupboard. We're going to dive through the window, break the crates, and then back along this little pathway back into this room so we can put the cog in its rightful place. Pull the lever. It's going to open and unlock that gate below. Now we need to get out of there. So we're going to drop down the ladder we first came up. Remember, there's a tripwire around the corner. We're going to duck down. And then run out of here and take a right turn. Now in a second, you'll hear them attack that tripwire. You'll see them fall into it. There we go. That's the boom. That slows them down. They will chase you to this part of the map. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room while we push this cart out of the way. Now on the harder difficulty settings, it is a little trickier to do. They will be right on your heels. Now, very simple, we're going to take this path down. There is another barrel, and then just behind this tree in front of us, there is a right turn. We're going to head up there as fast as we can. They are setting off a detonation and explosion to try and get you, and if you're underneath it, you will die. So we're going to avoid that. There'll be a woman running around this corner trying to get us. We're going to take her out and continue on our run. Now we're making good time. And again, like I said, this is the S+ ranking walkthrough, so it is all about time. We want to make sure that we can complete this level well under the 18 minutes that we have, so that the next levels become easier. So we're going to head left. There's another tripwire. We're going to duck down, grab the resources that we can in this building, try and avoid the bear traps, and get out of here as fast as we can. Now there is a treasure just located in this tree. Uh-oh. There it is. And then our destination. A little bit of damage there. It's okay. Our destination is this building here to the left. We are going to kick this door down, hopefully before we get any more damage. There we go. And into this building. There's a locked drawer. We can't get it. There is another tripwire. We're going to disarm that by walking up to it slowly or crouching up to it slowly. Another cupboard we can open. We're going to move this bookcase. Sneak up behind this guy as fast as you can. Press the R2. Put him to sleep. final collection point in this cupboard. And then we're going to open up this cellar door, this trap door. And we are going to end chapter number 1. So again, it's not about being perfect. It's about, making sure that we give ourselves the time to complete the game, in 5 hours or less. This has been chapter 1. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. Please take a second to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next chapter. Thank you.